Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the Smorobot pool cleaner. Now this is one of those robotic pool cleaners that does all the work for you, that saves you time and energy. And it's a great looking unit. As you can tell here, it also comes with a really nice hook, an AC adapter to charge it. It runs for about 2.5 hours. So I want to drop it in the pool. We'll test it out in today's video. While it's rolling around in the pool, we'll go ahead and talk about all the features of it because it's actually a pretty simple design. A lot of pool robots now, you have to have a special app. You have to connect it via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, whereas this one, it's super easy. You just either select all, that means both the floor, the side, water line, all that, or just the floor with one little button on the panel, and I'll show that to you in this video, how easy it is to use. I'm really looking forward to this robot here, so let's get it in the pool, check it out. All right, so I talked really quickly in the intro about how easy this is to use. This really is for somebody that wants a pool cleaner on a budget because it's very affordable, but also doesn't want to have to deal with having a smartphone with special apps and all these connectivity issues. You can just literally take this with you for 2.5 hours. It'll be in the pool and do all the cleaning for you, and it cleans the sides. And actually, this pool has a 90-degree, it's an in-ground pool with a 90-degree side. So a lot of robots struggle to get up the sides. This one does, and I'll show it in today's video. It also has some steps, so we'll see how it does on those as well. So how do you start this unit up? Really simple, guys. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna open up the basket. I'm gonna show you what it captures. The pool's pretty clean, although we did have a little bit of a windstorm, so there's some leaves in there. Hopefully it picks those up. But I always keep a pool robot in my pool, so it's always clean. Hopefully this one works out good. This might be my new go-to. So to start it, all you have to do, there's a little button right here. There's two options, S, which is everything, and F, which is just the floor. So if you have leaves on the floor, you just want to pick those up, you could do that. I want to do everything because I want to see it work the sides. I want to see it hit everything. So we're going to go ahead and just turn it to S. Now right here in a few seconds, you're going to see it light up. So what you're looking for, what it's doing basically is it is calibrating itself. Super important that you do that. I don't know if you can see in the light at all. It's a little bright. There, I'll actually show you a close-up of me doing this a little bit later in the video while it's there so you can get a better look at this. But as you can see, you wait for it to turn green and it will flash yellow on each side of the green. I don't know if you can see that. It takes about 5 to 6 seconds for that to happen. So it's first all white, then it turns blue, then it turns green with those flashing yellows. That means it's ready. So that's kind of the setup process. And that's it, guys. There's no app, there's nothing. So let's get it in the pool. All right, as this is going, you'll notice right off the bat that it climbed the wall really fast, and it actually cleans and buffs that water line. We get a lot of calcium buildup along the water line due to the high pH levels in this water. So it's nice to be able to buff that out. It does have intelligence navigation. It has easy retrieval, as I mentioned, with that little hook, which is awesome. And it parks right up against the wall when you're ready to pick it up. It does up to a 2,500 square foot pool as well. So this will cover those big pools. So I did want to mention that as well. Another nice feature is the anti-clogging filtration system that it has and incredibly strong suction power. I noticed right off the bat as I'm filming underwater that it's picking up a lot of the granules that are along the bottom of the water. Even if it doesn't drive right over it, it sucks it up, which is pretty darn impressive. All right, so as you can see, it is still in the pool working, and it's been about 30 minutes. Already I can see a lot of the stuff that settled at the bottom of the pool already picked up. It hasn't gone to the deep side yet. So what it kind of does is it analyzes. So it regulates itself, it kind of analyzes where it's going to go, creates a path, and it does it. You don't have to set that, whereas a lot of these pool robots, you have to get into your app and you have to set certain zones, say what kind of pool it is. And some of those pool robots are great because if you really want to set timers, you want to set certain focus points of this, that, like say your pool's really dirty along the sides, you can just do the sides. Something like this, you're not going to be able to do that. This is literally a plug and play pool robotic cleaner. I love that, especially if you have multiple pools, and I manage multiple pools. So for me to be able to just take it from one pool to the next, drop it in, take another one to another place, and just move them around and not have to worry about connecting to their Wi-Fi, connecting to Bluetooth, setting it up, and then leaving and losing that connection. Now it stops working. You don't have to worry about that with this. So it really has some cool features, and it's right behind me here. It's working. It's been climbing the walls, and I've shown some pictures and some videos of that happening. It's actually up on the step right now, so it actually climbed the steps, which is really nice. Not very many of these can handle my steps. I got a lot of steps in this particular pool. It's a fiberglass pool, 34 feet, 15 feet wide, and it has lots of steps and seats and weird kind of a configuration like that. So it has all those, and it's actually gotten up on the steps, which I really, really like. Again, it has a 2.5 hour battery life, and it takes about 2.5 hours to charge once it's completely depleted. So kind of factor that in. Some of them take 5 hours to charge for only 1 hour of use. So this one actually is pretty good for a cordless. It's got a lot of power. Here it is climbing the wall right now. As you can see, it actually made it all the way up to that lip there. And then it's kind of a step corner right there, so it's a little tricky corner right there, but it did make it up there as well. So we're going to let it ride a little bit longer. I'll talk a little bit more specs here, and then we're going to take it out of the pool after 2.5 hours, give a close-up look at how clean the bottom of the pool is. We'll open up the basket and see what it picked up. There are some leaves in here. I can see some bugs floating around the side, so hopefully it picks those up as well. So I'll be super curious to see what happens. I'm excited, guys. This is a nice little robot, really easy to use, and I think that's the key to this right here. All right, so I'm about to take the robot out because I'm looking at this pool right now, and as you can see, it is spotless. There is absolutely nothing on the bottom here, and it's still working, and it's only been going for a short period. So let's go ahead and take it out, and we'll see what it picked up. All right, so I only had it running for about an hour because it picked up all the leaves and everything I had at the bottom, so I didn't have to run it for the full cycle. So I'll tell you, this thing doesn't have something where you could set the timer to go a certain length. So it's going to go for 2.5 hours. So when you pull it out, the wheels are still going to be going even without water in it. You just have to turn it off. So just remember to do that. One thing I didn't mention before I show you what it did pick up, there is only one access point inside this that could potentially cause problems if you don't secure it. And it's the charging port right here. So this actually has a turn, like a plug, that this is the only place that you charge it. So it's super important after you're done charging it, before you stick it in the water, that you just twist this on. It's in the instructions, but I always like to mention it because sometimes people just don't think, you know what I mean? So I showed you the front, kind of how it works. They've got the big wheels here. On the bottom, they actually have these scrubbers right here, and that's what you saw in the video when it was going up to the side of the pool and it was scrubbing it and buffing it. Right here, that's what that does. And these wheels have good grip too, so it's able to climb those walls. So let me show you on the back right here. This is where you empty the basket, and it's actually a really big basket, and I'll put all the specs to this down in the description section of this video. But there's a little flap right here, and I find opening it, you don't raise it up, you actually pull it out. Easiest way to do it, just press down a little bit and open that up. It's really simple, but if you yank it, you could break it. Don't do that. Okay, so here's the basket, and this is what we got. Nothing else in there. So you just open this up and we can kind of see what we got. Let's look in camera. Look at all those leaves. Picked that up in an hour. Did all the work for you. You don't have to get those hoses, and you have to get scrubbers and all these things to get that easy right there. And I mean, I don't know if you can get a good look at this in the camera, but that's a lot of junk. I'm going to dump that out, hose that out, stick it back in. I'm going to throw them back in for another hour. Things pretty clean. I just wanted to finish up this video. Again, this is the Smorobot robotic pool cleaner. I love the look of it. A lot of times these guys right here will be like a blue color or all different colors. Why not have it white, guys? Because you're going to have chlorine in your pool. It will bleach it. And a lot of the pool cleaners that I've used, pool robots, they fade over time. This is already white, so you don't have to worry about it. I kind of like that. Also, some of the rubber ones, if they're black, they kind of turn like a green or a light gray color over time. This is already white, off-white, so it won't change color. So it'll have a good aesthetic look for a very, very long time. Guys, any questions about this, feel free to comment down below. I'm going to run this for a little bit longer, and I think I'm going to like it. I'm definitely going to be traveling with this and putting it in different pools, because some of the other ones I have, you can't do that. You have to connect to their Wi-Fi, connect to Bluetooth, set it all up where you don't with this. I love it. Again, Smorobot. Any questions, comment down below. If you want to get one of these, I'll put links to this down in the description section of this video. They are on sale right now, so make sure you click that link. I'll also put it as the top comment so it's easier for you to find. Thanks again, everybody.